everybody, it's Brooke, and I am back for Heartstopper Season 3, Episode 5. We are cruising today on recording day, though you guys obviously will not be getting this all the same day, because that's crazy. No way my ass could edit it all that fast. But I'm very excited for today's episode. Last episode was gorgeous, amazing, 5 stars. It had a beautiful depiction of what it's like to finally start getting help for your mental health while still being honest about how different things will not work for everyone. And I just really enjoyed it. If you're new here and you're joining us for this episode of Heartstopper, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you again. If you want to get early access to the rest of my Heartstopper reactions, get uncut reactions, or just get bonus content, you can check out my Patreon or YouTube memberships and find the tier and the stuff that is important to you on the platform you prefer as well. And then you get your name in here. If you're one of our paid tiers on YouTube or Patreon, you get your name on the video. And you can still support me for free by hitting subscribe and interacting and watching videos. Obviously, if you watch a video, please like and comment on it, because that actually really does help me. Or share it with someone you think would enjoy. Especially if you have a friend who like Heartstopper reactions, be like, hey, here you go. I have season 2 reactions on the channel as well. Not season 1, because I watched it before I started reacting. And I was like, who wants me to rewatch a show? I don't know if that would be as entertaining to watch. So, but I'm really excited for this season. And I know they got renewed for season 4, so there will be season 4 reactions coming when it gets here. Last episode was so good. It convinced me that I kind of want to start journaling. But it also just was a great episode. We saw kind of what Nick was going through while Charlie was inpatient and what Charlie went through inpatient. I'm expecting we're going to see Charlie trying to use, I think, the techniques he learned to maybe help him get through like this, especially because this is called Winter Episode 5. I'm not reading the whole description because I don't want any spoilers, but I do see the word Christmas, and there were all Christmas lights in the last episode everywhere, and I do think we should all remember that holidays can be very hard. They can be very triggering. I was making content last year for one of my clients talking about how and working with survivors of stuff and talking about how holidays can be very triggering because, one, your pattern shifts, especially if you have a trigger around food, because there tends to be a lot more food and unhealthy food around the holidays, like candy and all these baked goods, and versus, like an average week. So I can understand that could be a pretty big trigger, as well as, like, holidays are meant to be happy, and like, if you're not feeling in that mood, like, then you feel worse because you think you're bringing down other people's holiday. So I do think that is something we might be looking out for this episode. But I'm excited to see Charlie back with all the people who love him and kind of see how they handle it. And I know the show will handle it in a good way. At the end of the day, I feel good watching this show because I remember that I'm always gonna leave at least the end of the season pretty happy. And normally you're happy at the end of an episode because people, like, actually work through things, which is really nice. So I'm excited. Let's dive into episode 5. Big thing I'm worrying about, and I hope we talk about it eventually, is Charlie's sister. I have been worried about her all season because I feel like she puts everything on Charlie and I don't see a lot of her taking care of herself. So I hope we do address that. It does seem like it's coming. It's kind of like the Darcy thing and, like, building slowly, but I think it's gonna come out eventually. Oh, maybe I'm right. We're starting on her. Well, I can't imagine what she's going through. She puts, like, everything into taking care of Charlie and not really focused on herself. She's gonna be able to focus on herself a little more. No.
Time is it? 7.
Thinking about what presents I'm gonna get.
It's like it's Christmas.
I hope I get a soul.
I hope you get good mental health.
I hope I get a mum who can regulate her emotions.
I do sometimes think she uses her worry about him to not have to do stuff for herself, though. So I wonder if she'll address it.
Always do. No, you always try. Come on.
No! Yes.
Oh, Nick's Christmas. Is his mom not really gonna show up for the Christmas episode? Hey, puppy! Did they get another dog? Oh, you don't have to practice the holidays. Suck. There's nothing worse too than
Henry
like.
Says hi. Say hi, Henry. Happy
You know.
Christmas, and I love you too.
The regular. So what are you planning to do?
If you want.
Oh my god.
No,
No, you're.
Why did you cut all your hair off?
Let's get you a drink. Hey, Mum.
Okay, sorry. No. I get it. I get we all have our own issues. I'm sure the mom has her own like bad relationships and habits with these grandparents. But if your kid just went through fucking eating disorder for 2 months, he had to go to a inpatient for eating disorder, and people start talking about how skinny he is, you're dead. You're out of my house. Go the fuck away. You don't get to talk to my kid like that. I don't even want kids. And maybe it's a good thing, because I think I'd be one of those overprotective moms who's like, what did you say to my fucking kid? But like, no, bad grandparents. They don't get excuse of being old.
Champagne. None of that cheap stuff from last year.
Charlie!
Oliver! You've gotten so big!
Jeff said that was completely normal. We can always try the breathing exercises that he suggested, you know.
I'm fine.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Nick's just like, I got a new dog. That was me with Hazel,
Charlie,
and I've had her for
You
7
need
years.
to tell us about your boyfriend. What's his name?
Nick.
How long you been going out?
Supportive cousin.
Oh, wow.
He might not end up being straight.
You're so right. Charlie, when did you realise you were gay?
It's like, I don't, and that's different for
What's everyone doing down
everybody.
here? Everything okay?
His shitty brother's not here, is he?
You know Dad's not coming.
Oh, yeah, he is
Maybe he
here.
will, maybe he won't.
He won't. He always says he's gonna pop in, then he never does.
He wants attention. He stops eating. You have to be the hero who saves the day.
God,
Can you just shut the fuck up?
fucking worst. Like, what? How did Nick's mom raise both these children? Stop putting it in the group chat, please.
Oh, you look handsome.
School prefect, Oxford.
She's
You're
trying.
gonna do wonderful
Oh, that
things and
is-
make us all so proud.
So much pressure! I think Darcy's got pressure. They're not putting it too far forward.
Cozy, not tight. There we go. Yeah,
Oh. Me too.
Cuties. Oh, I saw that they were going to be talking
Sorry,
about this
was
in a
that-
promo,
was
I
that-
think. I think it's important.
sorry.
It's fine.
Doing okay, thanks.
It's a relief you could come back for Christmas, isn't it? Can't imagine what Christmas would be like in a place like that.
It was a nice place.
They decorated it for Christmas.
We're just happy that Charlie's back to normal and back with us.
Oh my god, that's not how that works.
I'm gonna go
Family
drink.
tries to be nice, but like
Well, he
sometimes...
seems great.
How about a snack? Yeah? Is there a snack on your meal plan for
Can you
today?
stop pestering about food right now?
Charlie, why don't we just go and play Mario Kart or something? I know Oliver
She
wanted
just
to play.
wants
I'm just
fighting.
aware that today's been a very difficult day for you, Charlie.
Please don't.
I just can't deal with all of that.
But then she's
Can't you
alone.
at least spend Christmas with me?
Sorry.
I don't think she's doing
Oh,
okay.
I'll see you later.
But, and I also think he's used to her taking care of him, and it's never had to be the other way around. Also, like, I do not understand family members like that. I'm sorry, if I knew my, like, family member had been in an in-care unit, I'm not bringing it up unless they want to bring it up.
Take it this is the boyfriend then.
Merry Christmas!
They're like,
coming in?
give
We don't
him
mind."
to us.
Can you turn around while I change?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nick, I'm sorry, but you're ripped.
yeah, of course.
Oh,
You sure you don't want to talk about it?
not right now.
I just want to have a nice day.
Hey, so cute.
You should probably go back down now.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Little dog. You did abandon her to deal with them. They also suck. Oh, can she beat him up? She's like, you better not be mean to my
Merry
brother. I'll
Christmas.
kick you down the fucking stairs again. I think she just kicked his phone. But to me, she kicked him.
As wild as that sounds.
She's like, I need to help the dog right now. Which is very real.
I hate Christmas.
You don't.
You have to let us.
And not just say that you're fine when you're not.
Just wish we could rewind and start today all over again.
Hey, I'm sorry about earlier. Just,
Tao,
I don't want to do anything unless you also want to do things. I mean,
I don't think that's
I
it.
think about it.
I also want to do things. It's just more complicated for me.
I don't really think about you being trans, if that makes it easier.
I know, but I am trans, and it's a big part of me. All my dysphoria just hit me. Made me feel like my body wasn't my body. I know we haven't really talked about this before, so it's hard to talk about.
I love you. I love everything about you.
No, he's
And
so
whatever
sweet.
you want to do or not do, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not easy for them either. They didn't get a bunch of therapy. They should. I still think this family would benefit.
Yes, Oliver.
Yes, Oliver, destroy him! We skip into New Year's Eve. Let's go. I'm sorry, did the puppy age?
Ready?
The puppy didn't like going out.
You ready?
Not a bunch of drunk kids. I prefer the friend group hangouts to the big parties. In real life as well.
So my art keeps going like viral, and then I get a wave of new followers.
You are so amazing.
Thank you.
Imogen does kill it in the outfit department every single time.
It's gonna come up through your nose. Yeah, just like that. And now it's coming out your mouth. Don't ignore me,
Hey.
please. Hey.
You alright?
How are you?
I'm alright.
And like, have fun with it.
Aww. See, I like the friend groups
Thank you
merging.
very much. Please have fun with it. Cheers.
Hello.
Oh yeah, they got the eyes.
Me and Tao, we want to have sex.
Oh my god.
Or, I don't know, do something more than kiss.
She's like, no, I want to.
I'm scared. I mean,
The dysphoria.
I hate that this is stopping me from being with him in that way.
You trust him, and he loves you, and...
I'm pretty tired anyway.
It's nearly midnight.
Yeah, exactly. Need to recharge. Thank you.
Hey,
She came to the party.
better than Christmas.
That's a pretty low bar.
Yeah. Still, managed a whole night out without a breakdown, so therapy must be doing something, right? Where are your friends?
She shouldn't have
It's
friends.
been fun. And cheerful.
One day you're going to make friends with someone you actually enjoy being around.
The only person I care about is you.
I wanted to apologise for Halloween. I was being so toxic.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Look. I don't want to be just an experiment to you.
Yeah, that's
Especially when you know you're the reason I realised I was bi in the first place.
hard.
And he tells me that I'm pretty, but he don't see me as an equal.
Did she make eye contact with someone?
There you are. Where'd you go?
Just
Her eyeshadow is insane.
Don't worry, I'm not here to kiss you.
I'm gonna trust these idiots to set off fireworks. We're going for it.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You had a little moment. That also feels like her accepting that he's gonna be okay. That last moment where like you see her kind of smile and the firework goes out, it feels like a moment of her being like, Charlie's okay. Because I think we have seen her slowly becoming more and more worried about him throughout the seasons, and that felt like a moment where she was like, okay, he's okay. Like, he might not be perfect, but he's gonna be okay. And I think that's very sweet and important. And I like that she's becoming more of a main character this season. I would love to see what happens with that guy. I just want her to find someone who understands her, because obviously whoever she considers friends right now, she doesn't like them. It's probably like friends she's just had a long time, but she's grown apart, and she's just like, we're kind of friends, but I hope we get to see her focus on herself a bit. And then obviously Nick and Charlie, very cute. I feel like they took a little bit of a backseat this episode to the friends, but I think that's okay, because I think last episode and the episode before, very Nick and Charlie heavy. I think the Elle and Tao moments are so important, especially for young trans kids, to see that it is okay to have dysphoria and feel these kind of things and not do anything until you feel super safe with someone. I personally, obviously not trans, I can't even imagine, right, other than just being a teen and having those things, but like that is a lot. I have a lot of trans friends in my life, and I just try to be there for them, but I didn't meet them until college and after, so it's like, can't imagine high school. When I worked with students, I had a couple trans students, and like I would always try to you just try to treat everyone the same, because you want them to be like taken care of and feel as normal, I guess is not the right word, because I feel like everyone is normal. I feel like normal gets like used to describe a straight white cis guy, and like I think that's a problem and why we look at people as others, but like you want everyone to just feel like a kid in school that doesn't have to worry about everything else. At least when they're with you, when you're like a teacher or a substitute, which I think is important. Just treat everyone like kids. But it was very nice to see, and I bet that's going to help a lot of people. Similar to how like Isaac's storyline for me, like it really touches, because I'm like, I remember feeling those things and like not having the words to describe it. So I bet there are a lot of trans kids who feel the same way watching Elle and Tao's story. And I think it's really beautiful. I think, Darcy's exploration of gender identity and like deciding, hey, I want to go by they them pronouns right now. I think that's awesome too, because that's something that is like not as explored. I think is slowly starting to get more explored, but even less than anything else is like gender like neutral or gender queerness, that like it's not always one or the other. Like sometimes you feel one way, sometimes you feel a little more another way. Like everyone's so different, and I think this show does a great job like showing how sexuality and gender and everything is more of concepts and a spectrum in which you can experiment. Like there's nothing wrong with it. I think so many people are like, you have to identify and give me a label and know who you are, but no, you fucking don't. Like, you can experiment at 30, you can experiment at 60 if you want to. Who cares? It's a spectrum. It can always be shifting, and so can who you are. And I think that's a way healthier way to live than trying to like repress something because you feel like you already decided what your like title was gonna be or something. Like you should always be able to be open and change and grow, and I think this has done a beautiful job of showing that, and it's really good. I think there's something with Tara though that it's building very slowly, but I noticed it since the first episode where one of the teachers was like, do you want to be a prefect? And her face was like and even then she got her GCSEs and she got like all 9s or something, and she really is successful, and I can relate to it in being a really good student and then people feeling like that means you're gonna be amazing at whatever you do, and then hitting the real world, and it was so much stress to be perfect and be a good student that I almost didn't explore it, like who I wanted to be, because I was like, well, I have to be good at school. That's who I am. I'm good at school. And then the first time I wasn't good at school, it was like knocked me down. I don't know how to explain. I fought my ass off to get my grade back up, but like it's something I think a lot of kids who were advanced in school are put in those ahead classes, and then it's like, well, once you get out of school, life doesn't work the same way school did. There aren't like papers and homework and things that you're rewarded for being good at. It's not the same. And then you feel lost. And I feel like maybe that's what's happening to Tara, where she is just being overwhelmed by what everyone else is saying. Like, oh, you're so smart, and you should do this, and you should do this, and you should go to this school, and you're going to do amazing. And it's like, maybe she doesn't know if that's what she wants. Maybe she doesn't want to go to whatever school and be this brilliant thing. Like, maybe she needs time. I think she needs, like, time without everyone else telling her how good she's going to do to figure out what she wants to do. You know, I think that's building slowly in the background, and maybe I'm projecting a bit because I relate to it, but it feels like it's slowly building, and they're doing a really good job with it, too, because, like, after telling Darcy that maybe she needs a little space and she should move in with her grandma, I feel like Tara hasn't got too much storyline, but this one has been slowly coming up in the background, and it's not as, like, insane as Charlie dealing with an eating disorder and Nick dealing with helping him with that and Tao dealing with why he holds on so tight because of his dad dying and all these other things. So I feel like Tara feels like she shouldn't bring it up because it's not this, like, it doesn't feel like the same gravity of a problem, but that's just it. We're not doing like the trauma Olympics. Like, just because your life is easier than someone else's life does not mean you don't have struggle and things you need to go through. One of the things I've always hated is being like, well, why are you sad because other people have it worse? It's like, well, that's not, like, okay, so I'm not allowed to have feelings? Because, yeah, I'm in a better position than other people, but then there are people in way better positions than me. Are they not allowed to be sad? Like, I think it's interesting. And sometimes I think people just don't want to have to deal with other people being sad, so that's why they go to, well, there's starving kids in Africa, and you're like, how does that have to do with my depression? And my brain chemistry, like, what? I feel like people don't want to have to deal with other people's down stuff, so that's why they kind of try to compare it and tell you to stop thinking about it that way. Let me know if you relate to that or if I just sound like I'm rambling. Let me know what you like to do for New Year's as well. I would love to know your New Year's traditions. In high school, I always threw the party. I don't always throw it now, though. But it was always fun. Like, each friend, like, one friend would have a Halloween party. One would normally do a holiday Christmassy party, and then I would do New Year's, which was always fun. But I think New Year's is such a fun time, because even if you didn't have the best year, if you're with people you love and you care about, you're going to have a good time. So I really like this episode. It really reminded me of that kind of life. But make sure that you subscribe and join the group of us here, so you never miss an episode. And I can't wait to see you guys next time for episode 6. See ya!